Hello, I'm Tim, the TamBoTC channel, just coming hot off of my cyberpunk-ish video I'm talking about. Been doing getting some other Skyrim stuff prepared in the meantime. I'm trying to make a vampire-based character. But enough about that. I wanted to talk about the subject of today, realism in video games. This has been talked about before by other channels and such, but hello, wolf. Frick. I should have kept my fricking weapons. I accidentally sold them. But yeah, and I wanted to talk about realism in games. You know how stuff like Ghost Recon Breakpoint has that thing where you're sliding down a hill, and I think after you lose a certain amount of your stamina, you start tumbling down a hill, and then there's stuff like the freaking other games like Metro Exodus and Red Dead Redemption, where you're going through drawers or doing menial tasks that animations just add to the time wasting in the game. I remember seeing, and of course, like better looking, more realistic looking graphics that we have normalized nowadays in a lot of games. Where most of the art style comes from the creatures or environments and such around said live-action looking characters, like Death Stranding, for example, and such. I'm kind of sick of it. I am kind of sick of it. Even The Witcher 3 has some of these problems. You can tell by the move, like, look at how you move in Skyrim. Just your character model. A normal human can't just do this. like that. Oh, hi, Carter. But yeah, a normal person, and Skyrim also had been a game that was trying to have some like realism added to its world too. So it's also a guilty of a little bit of that. But Witcher 3 is a game where I noticed where that stuff, especially that year, where I noticed a lot of games where that stuff started to really creep in. Even kind of before that, once again. But, yeah, like, Witcher 3, you see the control and movement of your character as well as when you're sliding down hills, trying to climb them, thinking you can Skyrim it up hills, which you kind of can in some cases, but there's a lot of cases where you can't. Forgot to turn off the survival for this character. We don't need it. Because this is not... is it going to be based on survival, though? Nah. If I want to get some of the things done just to get my character built up, I'm going to have to take survival off. Because I'm trying to do very specific things with this character, and I don't think I need survival on. I can probably turn it on later, but yeah. But you could also argue that maybe the point is not to have it on, or to have it on, so that it makes acquiring those things more difficult. But yeah, you could see the realism within the animations or the controls, or even the looks of like how they're making everything. They're normalizing just live action looking because the graphics are to such a great extent today, where they can look like real life pretty much. I'm just kind of sick of it. It's why a lot of indie games are probably more interesting to me, because a lot of them have their unique art styles and stuff. I'm gonna wait until it's like freaking 8 a.m. in the game. But yeah, it's just kind of getting boring seeing the same like just live action characters or even celebrities like Death Stranding as video game characters, obviously. And while this is a practice that's been done for years, it really started to hit after like the Xbox One, PS4 era, and only accelerated from there. And it's gotten so normalized that it's honestly kind of boring now too, because there's so much of it that I'm just like,
Don't expect a miracle.
Frick off. Just stop making every game look the same, except for like the environments and the monsters or whatever within the environments around the characters. I'm just kind of getting sick of that. That's what movies are for. So just piss off. And then you just got all the tediousness of like, why did I saw that recent? I can't remember the name of the game, but if you saw it at the Game Fest, once again, another thing I'm going to mention from Game Fest, I just saw more games that realize these problems. And there's another one where it's not even like an actual like integrated thing that your character is purposefully meant to do. It's just a click of a button thing, I guess. But there's like an animation that makes your character basically do this weird like this animation where they move through cover and like rough terrain and stuff in a uniquely animated way. I can't remember the name of the game. I remember it had chaos in the title, but I remember seeing that and being like, bro, can we stop with the whole animation slop? It's getting freaking to the point where I'm just sick of it all, please. Please stop. Stop now. There's too many games doing this tedious nonsense that I'm just, like, I'm done with it. Hello, Jarl Bolgraf. Jarl Balls. Man, his balls must be gruff. But, yeah, I'm just sick of seeing realism in video games. And it's getting tedious and annoying. Once again, I'm going to, so I can make sure to frickin' basically say piss off those type of people, because I'm sure they're going to say the same back to me, just in case they do come at this video with, who cares about your opinion and all that crap, because I've gotten that before. You're on your YouTube once again. You're on YouTube, the place where people go looking for opinions and sharing opinions and stuff. Shut the frick up. You're on the internet, a matter of fact. Stop being a hypocrite. Stop lying to yourself. Just because you don't care doesn't mean somebody else that comes along doesn't. And I'm just putting it up there. I'm a small channel. What damage can I do? So why the frick are you wasting your time with menial comments? Piss off. Seriously. All you're doing is trying to be a bully and trying to piss somebody else off, but it's not going to frickin' work. Yes, I am. It does sound like that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, but I'm also pointing out the flaw, the huge flaw of that, which it's very obvious. I shouldn't have to say it, but I'm gonna say it, just in case, to kind of be like a break that fourth wall, and also break the fifth wall at the same time, sort of thing. Make sure all barriers that somebody tries to throw at me with that kind of crap is broken and isn't going to work at all. There's no point otherwise. But nonetheless, I also think it's funny because it's like, bro, do you know where you are that you're saying this kind of thing? You're on the internet, a place of opinions.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring
Speak
to my
for yourself, motherfucker.
Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me.
But nonetheless, I thought those were interesting things to come up because I'm honestly sick of it. It's the reason I play other games more so, whether Nintendo or, well, then again, Nintendo pisses me off in some places. But nonetheless, it's why I play like indie games and stuff more than I do AAA or a lot of these live-action looking games, which I think some of them are indie games, but there are also ones that aren't. I'm just kind of getting sick of it. From the animations to just the live-action looking people in them, with the only cool artistic stuff going on is around them. I'm just kind of sick of it. in some of those games, I was talking about Control being another one of those games where I have a friend who's a huge fan of Control, and I like Control fine enough too. But yeah, even that game kind of goes under when I'm talking about. So I don't know what else to say. I'm just kind of sick of it. I'm getting bored. It's also a reason I play a lot of. I remember my mom back in the day actually talked about this very thing, and this was like during like the 360 era or whatever, by the way, or even before that. But I remember her. We would play like Shadow of the Colossus and such. She loved a lot of those older games, and she was just like, I don't like a lot of the games today because they're trying to make them more photorealistic. Every time there's new game out, they're trying to make it more photorealistic. And I think like stuff like Gears of War and such were coming out at this time, which big buff burly men like that kind of game was kind of like, okay. But I can see what she was saying, and she said that a long time ago, and I think it still ages well. And when you got stuff like the AI and the DLS5, or was it DL5SS? I can't remember what it's called. You know what I'm talking about, and they shut it off with Resident Evil 9 and all that crap. But with that kind of stuff, that it just makes that stuff even more obvious and more of a problem to talk about. So it's just like, yeah, I'm just sick of it, and it's only the discussion for it is only getting worse. Not so much the discussion itself, but the thing itself, and it being overused and normalized, and just kind of to the point that it's boring now because it's just so overutilized. Luckily, it's not stuff like what Metro Exodus and Red Dead do isn't as overused, but you can see it creeping in still in a lot of games. You can still see that kind of thing creeping into a lot of games. Also, your axe is still hovering off of it. Oh, there's actually a piece of wood that's oh, never mind. But yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous and getting to be just something I'm sick of seeing everywhere. I've said that a million times, but I'm still gonna feel that way years from now. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed. Where's our art style? Even Skyrim is stylistic, and that was a game trying to do a lot of that same stuff back in the day. And it's also stylistic. I think it's raining like crazy outside my window. I'm hearing freaking loud ass rain pelting my window. But anyways, I will see ya next time. I hope you found this interesting. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.